Hello, I'm Dave Stewart, Professor Emeritus and Founding Chair of the Marketing Accountability Standards Board, or MASB. This video is the first in a series of videos offered by MASB to address the issues related to the financial value of brands. Over the past 2 years, ISO, the International Organization for Standardization, has issued ISO 10668 and more recently ISO 20671, which directly address standards and best practices for brand valuation and brand evaluation. These standards create an important opportunity for marketing to leverage the credibility and influence of ISO for the benefit of the marketing discipline, in a fashion similar to what occurred on the production and supply chain side of things, where the work of Deming, Duran, and others on total quality management reset management thinking and practice regarding the management of a firm's assets. Unfortunately for marketing and business enterprises more generally, these ISO standards are not yet broadly known or understood. To help build awareness and understanding of these standards and the general issue of the value of brand assets, MASB published The Financial Value of Brands Imperative: Why Brands Must Be Valued in Financial Terms in June of 2021. MASB's view is that there is a fundamental misunderstanding about the value of marketing and market-based assets, both in terms of their short-term profitability and, more importantly, in terms of marketing's contribution to the long-term value of the enterprise. This misunderstanding, or perhaps just a failure to fully understand, tends to shortchange the contributions of the discipline of marketing by minimizing the positive impact that well-conceived and well-executed marketing actions can have on the value of the enterprise. Consider just one of the illustrative examples noted in the MASB publication, Hostess Brands. In 2013, facing potential bankruptcy or liquidation, certain snack cake products sold under the Hostess and Dolly Madison brand names were purchased by a private investment group for about $410 million. Today, less than a decade later, Hostess trades publicly under the ticker symbol TWNK, a derivative of the Twinkies brand name, and had a recent market capitalization of nearly $3.5 billion. MASB's position on brand value, as outlined in the Financial Value of Brands publication, states brand-centric enterprises should develop an internal process to annually measure, explain, and report the financial value of brands, FVB, to the executive level, even in the absence of any external regulatory or accounting requirements. Regular measurement and analysis of FVB advantages the practice of marketing by demonstrating the material contribution of brands to the overall value of the enterprise. MASB also believes that an important component of any set of measures of brand value includes measures of the strength of the customer franchise. MASB also offers a perspective on the best practices for creating, defining, and implementing an approach that addresses such important matters as what measurement approaches should be used, how should relative values be understood at any given point in time and over time, how should variances in brand value be explained across time? And what are reasonable and practical expectations about what can be described and achieved through the systematic measurements and reporting of brand value in financial terms? As we progress through this series of videos, you will hear more about the details of these standards and best practices and a recommendation regarding the MASB approach. Numerous specific topics will be covered in the video series by guest speakers. Having made this strong case for the financial valuation of brands, it is necessary that we provide a detailed illustration of how a brand-centric enterprise can develop and implement an internal methodology to annually measure, explain, and report brand value. This is just a portion of the content that will be included in this series of videos, which will grow over time in both number and scope as MASB seeks to help managers become more effective stewards of their organization's resources and assets. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your interest and we welcome you to the brand value journey.